Yeah, it was really good. We were, you feel like you're really under control the way that he was playing late. And, I thought he put a lot of pressure on their defense because they went under almost every pick and roll the whole day with him, and he made a bunch of shots behind it. And so you always felt like you were going to get a good look that was a high percentage right now with the way he was shooting the ball today. And, that's one of those things that when you don't play for a year, that shot's probably a little bit rusty. But now that he's 7 or 8 games back, he's a very, very good shooter who has put in more time to be a good shooter. Better than his statistics in the past would say, and so I feel really good about him pulling up and making those shots. I didn't think that Wednesday as much. Certainly against the Knicks, we did not play well, but then a couple nights later they did the same thing to the Cavs, so maybe it was more the Knicks than it was us. But I think we were pretty locked in on Wednesday with the exception of the early transition defense, and then we really guarded in the second half, and they made a play to beat us. Today we were better out of the gate, but we're still a 40 out of 48-minute team at best, and that's where we really got to get better. We've got to be, we've talked about maximizing our margin, and we've got to play 48 minutes of great possessions. Not hardly anybody does, but that's what we've got to strive for. And as a coach, you strive for perfect knowing it's not attainable. Huge priority for me. I think that those guys play. They seem to be on paper really good fits, right? But it's better to see them in person. And he made Rondo, for instance, made a couple of plays where he was pulling up and shooting off the ball screen. We went up by 3. He had a pick away for Avery. Avery came off the down, shot it in. We go up by 5. Their strengths fit each other well on both ends of the floor.
I mean, our chemistry is fine. He hasn't forgotten how I play, and I haven't forgotten how he plays. So it's the same.
Do you feel like your guys' games, there's a lot of things about it that kind of complement each other?
No, we just know how to play the game. He knows the game of basketball. He knows when to make cuts. He's just a smart player, and I think I'm the smartest players too. It's just one game. It's one game I made a lot of my shots, but I feel more comfortable around the basket. A lot of my flip shots went in today. But like I said, I take it one game at a time. We have a big game coming up in Philly, and we need to take care of business to get another win. I thought it was very important for us to start the month off. We don't have a difficult month as far as games-wise. We only play 11 games, and there'll be a lot of days where we get to rest, so we need to take advantage of the opportunity we have to prepare for teams, to let our body heal and get some wins this month.
It's going to help us out a lot. Like I said, having your floor general out there, and you can tell he wants to win every single game. Just the energy that he gave us tonight was just amazing. He was getting everybody involved. He was talking to everybody on defense. He was getting us together throughout the whole game, so we knew what we wanted to do on the offensive end, and it was just amazing. I love playing with him, and I'm pretty sure everybody else does as well. He's a very good player. To me, he's the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. But he just plays hard on both ends of the floor. Like I said, we have a lot of players on our team that are just continuing to get better because they put in the work, and it shows in the game. Jerry's in the gym every single day working on his game.
Pretty much just telling me, he said my body language sucked. Looked like my attitude sucked, and he said that's not what got you here. And pretty much tried to whip me back in shape, as my other 2 fathers did, Julian as in my brother, and Jay as in my brother as well. I was fortunate to have 3 fathers in my life, technically, according to them. I mean, he's just moving the ball. I mean, Rondo is a playmaker. That's what he does, and he's helping his team out tremendously.
You played with him, obviously, but a lot of people haven't. Are teammates still kind of figuring out what a difference he can make on the court?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you got to think about this. We played with JC for all those games, and then getting used to having Rondo, which is a little bit more pass first than JC. It's kind of hard to get used to that, and it takes some time. And we played those games. Obviously, there's times where we look sloppy, and there's times where we look great. And now I think as a team, we're finally on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, I'm definitely comfortable in the pick and roll with Rondo. He's definitely comfortable with me, and I think he made plays for everybody tonight. Very comfortable. You know, Rondo, he's a coach on the floor. He's leading us, and it felt great. I think we played great defense. I think we made some shots, and we scored more points than that.
What can you say about this starting lineup? You guys scored 84 of the 96 points tonight. Do you feel like this starting lineup has a certain chemistry?
Yeah, starting lineup is awesome. They're great. You know, those guys are, yes, yeah.